Yes, 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 Mr. Raphael Dawkins with the Combat Radio, and we are live. OMG, the beat came in just at the right time, and what we're doing here, let's get this down, let's get the thumbnail up. Where are we? There we are. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Hello and welcome to Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. This is the weekend wrap-up, the original wrap-up. Don't settle for anything less. No imitations. The original wrap-up show. Okay. So, what are we looking at? Hope everyone is well. Looking at the weekend's action. Let me turn myself up in the cans. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Looking at the weekend's action. As a matter of fact, rat-tat-tat-tat. Hold on. Let me just make sure that you can hear me loud and clearly. On the momento. Let me slow your tempo. You can hear me loud and clearly. On the momento. Let me slow your tempo. You can hear me loud and clearly. That's cool. And the gang. What's going on here? So the audio is good. Well, let me drop the link in so everyone can see. Everyone can participate. What's that? Uh-oh. That's not the link. It is the link. What the hell am I thinking? It is the link. What am I doing? There we go. Pinned. Okay. Who's up in the building? We got the James. Oh, sorry. We got the Bronze Plumber up in the building. Yes. Hello and welcome. We got the James. It's the Raphael Dawkins Combat Sports Radio. For real. James up in the building. Ain't seen James around these neck of the woods in a while. So good to have you up in here. What are we saying? Okay, where's the menu? What's in the menu? What's on the menu? Let me adjust my mic. Okay. So what's on the menu? Okay, so of course we're looking at the weekend's action. We had Serrano v. Cruz. We had Baumgardner versus this lady here. She seems to be knocking about a bit. A couple more. What was that cat's name? What was that new kid on the block? Was it Hutchins? Good performance by Hutchins. All under the zone card. We're going to be talking about that and more. What's going on? Okay. So what we doing now? Where are we going to start? Let's try that again. Where do I begin? Pom, 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 pom. Okay. I might start in a slightly controversial place with the sleeves up in the building. I might start in a slightly controversial place. Hold on. Did I even get through the whole menu? No, I didn't. What the hell's going on? Let me turn this off. Hey, okay. Random question to start things off. Brain teaser. When your remote control batteries are running out, do you automatically change them as soon as you realize they might need changing? Do you automatically change them, or do you just You just stick with it. You just knock the remote a couple times every time you need to use it, and that activates the battery, or do you change the batteries immediately? Which one are you? Do you just knock the remote control about a few times so the batteries work, or do you just change them immediately? Which one are you? I know which type I am. Okay. As well as those fights and more, others besides, we're looking at Lawrence Okolie, who leaves Shane McGuigan and joins forces with Sugar Hill Stewart. So we look at that, and we look at the confirmation. If you've not yet checked out my video, check out the video. Not now, of course. If you've not checked out my video, Joshua versus Franklin is official. Oh yeah, it's worth checking out the video because Kevin Barry plays a cameo role in that video, and he has some very interesting things to say. Rafi getting tongue-tied and twisted. Almost talked with a lisp just then. Spinal. Yeah, so Joshua versus Franklin is official. And what makes it even better is it is not PPV to the U2, the O2, but it is not APPV. That's free to view on the zone, obviously. It's a subscription. Once you pay your subscription, you're good. What else? Oh, yeah. And it appears that Joshua is indeed teaming up with Derek James. Is that his name? Derek James? Yeah. The trainer of the Charlo, and Errol Spence Jr. MIA, Errol Spence, missing in action. Okay. What's in my cup? Okay, so where are we going to start though? First things first. Let's get into this. Where is it? Exactly what I'm looking for. Oh, that's an interesting one. Forgot about that one. More options, reject all, save and exit. Come on. No, I think Joe Joyce is. It says will, but I believe he is. So let me get rid of that. Get a more up to date. Let's get rid of that. Oh, go back. Choice. There we go. Okay, we're there. Where do we begin? I think we begin here. Okay. So, let's get into this one. Okay. So, Joe Joyce, heavyweight, takes on China's Zhang Zili. There was some talk. Was it on? Was it off? Was it on? Was it off? Was it happening? So I held off with the report until we had confirmation. Okay, so Joe Joyce takes on China's Zili Zhang or Zhang Zili on April, the 15th of April, Lan Dan. Where are we now? February, March, April, okay? 2.5 months from now. Almost 3 months. No, 2.5. So where are we? So Joe Joyce will take on Zili Zhang. Joyce, 37. Can you see this clearly? Uh-oh. Need to get it a bit larger. Can you see it now? Maybe. Cal L up in the building. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button, hit all the good buttons. Hit the bell icon to stay updated with news and notifications. Zangs, the Battle of the Zangs. Okay. Sugar Stewart or Derek James, Ismail Salash will be very good. Boxing trainer for Moses Ituma. Yeah. Joshua's going with Derek James. And yeah, I think that's a good fit for him. Well, we're going to see if that's a good fit for him. Why not? I say why not? You know what I mean? Obviously, Joshua feels it's a good idea. So we going to have to, wait and see. See the fruits. How much are you going to be able to tell in the first fight? I don't know. That's what makes it interesting. We're just going to have to wait and see. Okay, so Joyce will defend his 15-0 unbeaten record in his first fight of 2023. The Juggernaut is pushing to fight the winner of Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk. Should it happen this year? It'll be a good preparation for Usyk or Fury. There'll be real heavy punches exchanged. I'm sure it will be a good fight. Joyce will defend his WBO interim heavyweight title belt and should beat Zhang. And should he beat Zhang, he will be in an excellent position to fight for the world title. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That'll be good. I'd like that. Usyk currently holds the WBO belt as well as the WBA and IBF. What's this here? Security costs rule out Taylor Serrano 2 at Croke Park. Joshua's comeback set for April the 1st. Yes, we're going to get into that. Okay, Zhang, 39. OMG, 39. Wow. It just had escaped my attention. The Zhang was up there. He's up there. Okay, let's continue. What's this? Zhang 39 comes into the contest off the back of his first defeat as a professional to Filip Hrgovic. Well, we all saw that fight, and I don't know, man. Zhang nicked it. Well, I do know. Zhang nicked it by points fighting. It was, jabbing and stepping off, or was it the jab and run? I think it was more the jab and run, but it worked. He scored more points than Zili Zhang. Hrgovic scored more points than Zili Zhang, so, he won. But Zili Zhang was the heavier hitter. And Hrgovic was on his bike, on his unicycle, pedaling backwards. So I think that's why you haven't heard too much negativity about this fight, because I think most people view Zhang as the moral victor in that fight against Hrgovic. He was the one who came to fight. Hrgovic came to backpedal on his unicycle. Raf's just telling the truth. Joyce believes Zhang was unlucky to lose on points to the Croatian and expects a big challenge from the Olympic silver medalist. Joyce said Zhang is a big, strong southpaw who is massive. He has the experience, and I think it will be a great fight. He bangs, so I'll have to watch out for it. He bangs, so yeah, I'm gonna have to have my eyes on swivel. I'm gonna have to have my eyes on swivel mode. So have a look. Big juggernaut. This will be a brutal fight. It will be a brutal fight. They're both punch heavy. It's not going to be like Hrgovic in there on his unicycle. They're going to be both of them are going to be stepping forward and hitting hard. Not sure it will last long. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it won't last long. Somebody's going to go rockabye baby. I suspect it's going to be Zhang, but this is the heavyweight, so anything could happen. I thought Zhang won his last fight. Yeah, I think he won it morally. He was the one coming forward. He was the one throwing the heaviest punches. He was the one dropping his opponent. But Hrgovic played the points game. Points game, got on his unicycle going backwards and tap with the jab. Scored more points than Zhang and so won. But yeah, like I say, I think Zhang was the moral victor in that one. Okay, so that's the first item, and we're gonna keep it moving along. So that's Joyce v. Zhang Zili, April the 15th, confirmed. Okay, let's get out of that. Where are we going next? Let's bring the thumbnail up. Oh yeah. Okay. Can heavyweight boxing be popular like NFL, basketball, baseball, if it were pushed properly in America? Well, I mean, we've got a situation now where it looks like Showtime are going to get swallowed up by Paramount. And so we're going to have less boxing, theoretically. You're going to have less boxing or less boxing outlets, theoretically, because it looks like Showtime is going down. It looks like Showtime is going down the pan, down the tubes, down the pipe. So that's going to be the loss of a major boxing outlet. So it looks like less boxing. So the needle's going in the wrong direction. And the problem with boxing is that, look at the Spence versus Crawford situation, Farrago situation, scenario. What's the scenario? Look at that. Boxing fans, look at Wilder. Look at Joshua versus Wilder. Look at White versus Wilder. All fights that should have happened. Well, ironically, Spence versus Crawford. All of those fights have one thing in common. You have a guy from the PBC who don't want to fight. Or if he wants to fight, his PBC handlers are telling him he can't fight. No, not now. It's not the right time. It's not good. Don't sell yourself short. Even though they're going to pay you more money. You're selling yourself short. And ironically, so each fighter one of the fighters in each one of those fights I just mentioned that didn't happen, one of the fighters was a PBC guy who was making himself unavailable. And ironically, Showtime is the network that PBC are on. And how ironic. Showtime are now facing the can. There was a rumor that HBO were coming back, and PBC and HBO were joining forces. I've been told by Rick Glazer that that is not the case. That is not the case. So is PBC in trouble? I think PBC is in hella trouble. Seems like they're having difficulties putting fights on. Seems like their own guy, Deontay Wilder's talking about he wants to get paid in the same day. Not 2 weeks, not 2 weeks after the fight, not 3 weeks after the fight, nor a month after the fight. He wants to get paid the same day. I don't know if he's getting some late payments. But something ain't right. Something's wrong in paradise. Something's wrong over there in PBC Island. You know what I mean? PBC and Top Rank should just join forces. Team up, merge partnership, work together. You really see Bob Arum teaming up with Al Heyman? If you do, then you're one hell of an optimist, Dari, and that is to be admired. Me, on the other hand, I really don't see that. It would be nice. More cooperation would be nice. But okay. Where are we now? We got there. Okay. Let's get into it. No, let's not mess around. Let's get into one of these. Which one? Which one should we go? Okay. Let's do this. The Diary Pennant writes, I would like to see Dillian White versus Jarrell Miller. Oh, Lord. That would be interesting. I'll tell you why. That would be interesting because, hold on, let me just line this up. That would be interesting because Dillian White, if he has not a proper training camp, full training camp, whatever, he can suffer in the stamina department. He can. He's gone 12 rounds multiple times, yes. We have seen him at times being in less than optimal cardio condition. Now, with Jarrell Big Baby Miller, we know, we've always seen him in good cardio condition. Now, the likelihood is that might in some part be due to his chemical assistance That might in part be due to the chemical assistance that he got banned for. But now that he's theoretically off the juice, it's going to be interesting to see what he looks like. Of course, Jarrell Big Belly Miller scheduled to be fighting. Who's he fighting? Lucas Brown. Lucas Brown. Let me just bring that up. Jarrell Miller. Jarrell Big Baby Miller Instagram. So he should have. Okay, there it is. There it is. Let's drop this down for a second. Jarrell Big Belly Miller indeed. And what is this? 18th of March, Dubai Agenda Arena. Jarrell Miller. What? Yeah, Jarrell Miller versus Lucas Brown. That's March the 18th. I don't know what broadcaster's picking that up. Jarrell Miller. Don't know which broadcaster's picking it up, but yeah, you might get some clues as to Jarrell Miller's cardio conditioning. Might get some clues on that one. Okay. That's what we're looking at. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. So, hold on a second. Something I forgot to do. Let's just do it now. Okay, that's good. Okay, there we go. Okay, so what happened when Derek Chisora retired from boxing? What happened? What happened? You mean what happens? Well, when Chisora retires, that's going to be good for his brain, good for his family. We've seen that then when he retires, that can be problematic. That can be problematic. We've seen the Kell Brooks situation. Let me pull up. Let's go into Kell Brook. That was one of the topics on my list. So let's get into it. Where is it? There it is. Oh, there. Let me line this up. Let's line this up properly. Let's share it. Oh dear, hold on. Oh, damn, that's not what I meant to do. Okay. Okay. I shouldn't laugh. I'm not laughing at Kel. Certainly not. Let me just take a swig of my drink. The Raffy's thirsty. Okay. Okay. So, what happens when fighters retire? You asked me what happens when Derek Chisora retires. Well, I hope this doesn't happen. This is Kell Brook on your screen. I know this is not the only video of Kell participating in things that he shouldn't be participating in. I've heard of another video, which is at least 2 years old now, which I've never seen. But I've heard of that video, and he's doing the same thing he's doing here. But I've never seen that video, but I've heard about it. So when this video emerged, was sent to me, I assumed this video was that video, the old video which I never saw. I assumed it was that, but then when he stands up, let's see if we can catch it. When he stands up, you can clearly see that it's the Kell Brook of today. This is today's Kell Brook. So I'm satisfied that this is recent. So how do I feel about this? Well, we've talked about this on this channel many times. Some of those new to the channel may not be privy to that, but we've talked about the stresses, the problems that boxers face, that many boxers face when they retire. It's often an occupation it's something they start in childhood. They go through the amateurs, it's all boxing. If they're good enough, or sometimes even if they're not good enough, they turn pro. It's all boxing. I read somewhere in a comment section, someone said, life is life and boxing is boxing. But no, for a boxer, for many boxers, boxing is life. It is their life. It consumes them. They got weight issues. Some of them got weight issues their whole career. They're aware that they have to watch what they eat. They're aware of the consequences of eating wrong. For some of them, it doesn't stop them. Take a Billy Joe Saunders. Doesn't seem to stop him. But it's not just a job. It's a lifestyle. Boxing's a lifestyle. And so when these cats retire, for the most part, they often get in some kind of trouble. It's not unusual for many of these cats to see the inside of a jail cell. It's not unusual for these cats to indulge in substances that they're better off leaving alone. It is not unusual. So there's a distinct danger for these cats when they retire. It's crazy to me that the British Boxing Board of Control don't have some kind of course, or don't have some kind of pamphlet, some kind of leaflet saying, listen, over our 100 years or so in existence, we've had plenty of experience of boxers retiring and the problems they can and do face. This is a little book, pamphlet, leaflet, which is designed to help and assist and guide you into making some good decisions. First things first, these cats need some kind of new routine. I kind of think that these cats should just go on a college course and learn to be personal trainers. Should they become personal trainers? Well, no, not necessarily. But that'll keep them in a classroom. Or if they want to do it virtually, some virtual course, they can do a virtual course. If they don't want to go back to college with a bunch of snotty-nosed kids, that's understandable. Just go on a course. Go on some kind of course. Become a lifeguard. Yeah? Become a lifeguard. Or train for it. But just get in the classroom. Get in a classroom, learn something. Maybe a virtual classroom then. If you don't want to be around people all of a sudden, around a bunch of kids. Get in a virtual classroom then. If you don't want to go in a real classroom. But these guys need a new routine. And without that, then what we see here can happen. Can and does happen. And it's happened here. It's sad to see. But yeah. Needs a new routine. Something. The British Boxing Board of Control, it's kind of, if they're not offering assistance or guidance, then that's a damn shame. Even some kind of counseling, half an hour counseling once a week on the telephone, maybe 2 times a week, initially 2 half-hour sessions. Something, for goodness sakes. Okay. And Adari Pennant says, Jared Anderson versus Fabio Wardley would be a good boxing match. It'd be a good boxing match. Would that be a good matchup for Fabio Wardley at this stage? I mean, I know Fabio Wardley is a knockout merchant. As is Jared Anderson. That seems like a game of high stakes poker when you don't need to be playing high stakes poker. You know what I mean? That seems like a game of high stakes poker when you don't need to be playing high stakes poker right now. I mean, I think for Fabio Wardley, without having an amateur career, Jared Anderson had an amateur career. Fabio Wardley didn't. Fabio Wardley's manager. I'm trying to compensate for the lack of amateur career by having step-up fights of small increments. That's how you compensate for a lack of an amateur career, having plenty of small step-up fights. That's how I feel about it. Biden, Bush, and Obama was in China. Premeditated with, It's interesting, Robert, interesting. some type of educational course, something educational, something with structure, you know. Just to start them off, get them back into a routine. That's what Kell Brook need. Let's bring that down now. Okay. Yeah, some kind of educational thing. Okay. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button. Okay. So that's Kell Brook. Wish him the best. All the best for him. He can pull himself out of this situation. Okay. Let's come out of that as we keep it moving. Neat and swiftly. Okay, so Amanda Serrano sets up Katie Taylor rematch in Dublin. Win over Erica Cruz. Let me just ask you, how many people watched that fight? How many people watched the Serrano versus Cruz fight? How many people? Okay, let's type in how many people watched the Serrano versus Cruz fight. Let me know in the chat. Okay, so there's Cruz. No, that's not her. There's Cruz's face. No, can't see a face. Highlights? Are they going to give us highlights? Highlights, really? Okay. Excuse me. 3 minutes worth of highlights. Unfortunately, I missed the fight. Yeah. You still got the zone? Do you still got the zone, Cal L? I'm getting the feeling that a lot of people missed this fight. I only just watched it about an hour or so before the show. So I missed it too. Okay. But I get a feeling a lot of people didn't catch this one. What did I say about it? Action-packed. Well, this lady here, Cruz. She was very unconventional. Look at the stance. She had zero muscle definition. Zero muscle definition. Had a muffin top over her shorts. Everything was too tight on her. If I was dressing her, I'd just have this one size up. I just have everything one size up. You know, so you don't get the muffin top over the top of the trunks. No muscle definition. Muffin top. Flat back. But she came to fight. And she kept on fighting. Throughout. Headbutt, you see there? That's the red dot on her forehead. Clash of heads. But she kept on fighting. Look at the leg there. Look at the leg. Look at the bent leg. Tyson Fury-esque bent legs. And I have to say, as I watched him move around with the bent legs, I thought to myself, this has got to be one of the least athletic looking ladies that I've seen in the boxing ring. Although some of them heavyweight ladies, heavyweight? Do they have heavyweight? I don't know. Some of them heavyweight ladies who look like heavyweights, yeah, that's worse. But she kept fighting. Bent legs or not, she kept fighting. Kept swinging, head down, swinging from the waist. But she kept slugging. Look at the legs again. Look at that. Look at that for a stance. Look at that for a stance. Standing totally square. Sometimes it makes me despair. Now look at the women's games. Now look at the women's game. You got so-called champions. Was she a champion? Did Serrano get a championship offer? But yeah, in every clip we've seen, she's standing square. Let's see if we can play this for a second. Okay. She moves her foot forward slightly, but she's still effectively pretty much standing square. Okay. Now she's in a proper stance. Okay. Erica Cruz. I don't know if she looks familiar to you, but she's the sister. Apparently, she's the sister of Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Don't quote me on that. Look at that again. Look at that again. Standing square. I've got to investigate this lady's record. Erica Cruz Hernandez. Look at the record. Amanda Cruz Hernandez. She don't look like that. She don't look like that there. Don't look like that there. 17 bouts, 115, 3 of them by KO. So what's a knockout percentage? A knockout ratio is 17.6%. Very low knockout ratio, but then it's the ladies' game. 2-minute rounds. Not really conducive to knockouts. 15 wins, 3 KOs, 2 losses, no KO. She ain't been KO'd. She's 32 years of age. Residence is Mexico City. Distrito Federal, Mexico. Birthplace, exactly the same place. Okay. So let's just have a few more clips. Yeah, you see the flat back there, the flat back. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Look at that posture. Look at that posture. I wish I could say that was a rarity. But look, not just the posture, but look at the feet. OMG, absolutely shocking. Shocking. UFC is pointless because they knock out a lot of people with their hands. Might as well do boxing and make big millions that way. Well, you know, Francis Ngannou, their reigning heavyweight champion, has just left as a free agent. Tried to negotiate, but he says the UFC, as per usual, playing hardball, unbending, unyielding, not willing to compromise. So, yeah, he's left on the free agency, on the free agentship. And, yeah, he wants in. He wants in on the boxing. I think it's a bit too heavy, too dense. Boxing is a different game. You know, you throw 100 punches per round for 12 rounds without gassing out halfway through the fight. That's the question. That's the question on my mind. You know, with UFC, you do a bit of boxing, kickboxing, a bit of striking. You go down to the ground, come back up. Striking is not that different kind of striking. Boxing, but boxing is only 3-minute rounds though. When he's used to 5-minute rounds, so that's a counterpoint. But still, I question whether he can just throw 100 punches per round for 12 rounds. I wonder. Whole different type of ball game. We got a glimpse into it with the Conor McGregor thing. He was a striker. Or the boxing ring. You know, didn't work out so well. Okay, so yeah, it's unfortunate. Cruz, Serrano. I don't know, was Cruz some kind of champion? I was looking into that. Hold on a second. Oh, she was the WBA World Featherweight Champion. She was a champion. So this lady here, Erica Cruz, who doesn't even have boxing fundamentals down, was a champion. That's crazy. Standing square all night, and she was a champion. That's crazy. That's how low down, unevolved the women's game really is. You got a handful of gals with pedigree, or amateurs, went to the Olympics, picked up an Olympic medal. So you got a handful of girls with pedigree, good pedigree, but the rest of them are not pedigree boxers. And Amanda Serrano just became a champion by beating such a lady. Lady who's not a pedigree boxer. Poor fundamentals. OMG. But That's just the state of the game as it is. As it evolves, that should change. But for now, Amanda Serrano rematch with Katie Taylor was confirmed after she became undisputed featherweight world champion with a unanimous points win over Erica Cruz in New York. Okay. So Island's Taylor, who beat Serrano on points last April, joined the Puerto Rican in the ring to say the rematch would take place on the 20th of May in Dublin. This is more than a dream come true, says the lightweight champion, Taylor. Made my debut in Ireland against Amanda Serrano. The real deal, Amanda Serrano. This is incredible. The last fight was epic, and I expect nothing less for the next one. Okay. Okay. So that's this Amanda Serrano story, beating Erica Cruz, the lady without fundamentals, soft in the middle, but a lot of heart. Erica Cruz, I'll give her that. A lot of heart. Okay. So what's going on here? Okay, so also on the Madison Square Garden card was American Alicia Baumgardner, who also became undisputed champion in the super featherweight division. So congratulations to Alicia Baumgardner. Okay, so the 28-year-old continued her meteoric rise with a victory over France's Elhem Mekelheed. And I will actually give Baumgardner credit because, well, actually, I'll give her opponent credit, Elhem Mekelheed, because Mekelheed did have the fundamentals. Yeah. Watched a few rounds of that fight, and she did have the fundamentals. She 28-year-old continued, yeah. And she looked like a seasoned boxer. Her opponent looked like a seasoned boxer. She knew her stuff. She just lost to Delphine Persoon, I think in the latter part of 2022. And I don't know, I didn't see the fight. Was it competitive? Apparently it was competitive. That's the word. That's the word out there on the street. Allegedly it was competitive, yeah. And of the segments of the fight I watched, Mekelheed knew her boxing fundamentals. She knew her boxing fundamentals. So yeah, that looked like a good fight. Of the rounds that I watched, looked like a good fight. So Baumgardner twice knocked down the challenger before being awarded the victory, 90-9, 89, 99, 89, 98, 90. So it looks like pretty much a damn near shutout. Okay. So it was the first time two new undisputed champions have been crowned in a single night in the four-belt era. Okay. There they are. Kate Taylor, Amanda Serrano. Okay. Oops. Okay, so where are we now? Let's get a thumbnail up. Where do we go now? Oh, okay. We gotta talk about it. There's it. Okay. Is Baumgardner having a rematch against Michaela? That's not been scheduled. I think Michaela was interviewed. She said she wants the rematch. Whereas Baumgardner said she wanted the winner of Taylor Serrano. So I don't know if Baumgardner is in any rush to face Michaela anytime soon. I think she's looking forward to find some more fish, find some other fish, and that was a competitive fight. That was a very competitive fight, in my humble opinion. So yeah, she needs to keep on developing. How do I think Michaela fought? Michaela, not Michaela. Alicia, she's got some precision punches. But I mean, in the last round, when the other gal was kind of flicking her punches, keeping them lighter with more volume, while the other girl was flicking her punches, Michaela was crouching down and throwing powerful punches, yes, but slow punches. I think Baumgardner needs to be mindful that the reason why her fight with Michaela was so close, in my opinion, was because of Michaela's volume. I think Alicia has put the emphasis on power. And that's all fine and dandy, but I think you have to keep a volume component involved in the equation because you're not going to knock everybody out. So I do think that Alicia needs to develop a volume style that she can switch to as a plan B, as a different option. Because right about now, I just saw her loading up on heavy punches. And that's all well and good, but you're not going to take everybody out. So sometimes you need more volume. more volume. Okay. So let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at this. Okay, so dang it, they know there's a crisis. They know there's a cost of living crisis. Boxing fans fume at the zone price to watch Anthony Joshua fight. I thought it was free. Going to a supermarket to decide whether to buy these eggs or get the zone monthly subscription. Going to the supermarket is not an executive decision I'm prepared to be making in 2023. I don't get that. Fans have been shocked at the price it will cost to watch Anthony Joshua fight Jermaine Franklin. The Brit will make his comeback against the American on April the 1st at the O2 Arena, London. The bout will be shown live on the zone. However, the monthly price to subscribe to the service has jumped from $7.99 to $19.99. Okay. Disclaimer, I did not know that. Wow. Wow. That's 2.5 times. That means the price has increased by 150%. What? 250%? 250%? Is it a PPV? Nah, it's not a PPV. Joshua needs to get the KO. Yeah. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I did not know that. This is not good. It's jumped by 250%. 8, 16, or 150, one or the other. It's doubled and then some. Yeah, 150. Wow. 150%. Wow. That's crazy, yo. I did not know that. Joshua's promoter, Eddie, has a partnership with the Zone. And promoted what is coming up this year in a tweet captioned, "No PPV." Just a small taster of what's to come in 2023. OMG. This has left many fans of the sport fuming, with them taking to social media to vent their frustration. One tweeted, "The cheek to say no PPV when the subscription fee to the Zone has just gone up." Another commented, "Going to the supermarket, yeah." Third wrote, "They know there's a cost of living crisis, right? OMG. With BT, I get Moto GP, the footy, UFC, and boxing. Sky, the same. plus NFL and F1, The Zone, Sky Nicholson and Turkish MMA. Bye Eddie. OMG. Fool said technically it still is because you have to pay to view it on The Zone. They have just magically increased the monthly fee to $19.99 per month. Fifth, I did no PPV, but PPV price every month. Speaking on the fight, Hearn said, you go into that fight in April. You know with that defeat, it's all over, really. You know that with defeat, it's all over, really. It'll be a third back-to-back defeat. He has a great performance. The show, real KO, gets everyone saying, we're back. We're back, baby. That's what I can't wait for, because I love it when our backs are against the wall. That's the best moments. This is one of those moments for AJ. He wants a big comeback. He wants a big fight in the summer. So I presume that won't be PPV either. The one that would make sense and the one that should be hopefully quite straightforward to make is a rematch with Dillian White. We're open to a Deontay Wilder fight. We're open to a Tyson Fury fight. So, that's unfortunate. With the announcement of this fight comes controversy. The Zone increased their subscription fee by 150%. My. That's crazy. There's a cost of living crisis going on. The Americans will say, well, that's nothing. Think about what we have to pay. Yeah, we have to pay for a bunch of other channels. The Zone, BT, Sky. It's a lot of stuff. It adds up. It all adds up at the end of the month. So that's crazy, yo. But interesting fight. Looking forward to it. I like the fight. Looks like Anthony Joshua will be under the tutelage, training under the tutelage of Derek James, trainer of Errol Spence, trainer of, Jamel Charlo. So that's going to be interesting. That's April the 1st. And we know, let's come out of that. Let's get into this. We know that, is it? There it is. Ooh, there it is. We know that Lawrence Okoli will be teaming up or has teamed up with Sugar Hill Stewart over there in America. I'll pull that up. You want me to pull that up? Let me pull that up. Uh-oh. What did I do? It's not what I want to do. Okay, let's open this one up. What? What was that? That's crazy, yo. Let's close that. Let's get this one up. Okay, here we go. No, don't use that one. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so Lawrence Akoli has Sugar Hill Stewart as his new head trainer. Okay, so WBO Cruiserweight Champion Lawrence Akoli joins forces with Sugar Hill Stewart. Okay, the Londoner announced the link-up on Instagram ahead of his scheduled clash with mandatory challenger David Light next month. The fight has a scheduled date of March the 11th. Okay. The 30-year-old has been working with Shane McGuigan since May 2019, and the pair combined for a 6-fight winning run. 6 fights together. That's good. That's good. That's activity. That's activity. 6 fights in 2 years. You know, this kid Hitchens, was fighting under the zone card. He was with Pretty Boy Floyd. He was with Floyd Mayweather. He was under Floyd Mayweather's promotion. He was over there for a couple of years. Could barely get a fight. Could barely get a fight. But yet, you got guys over here like Lawrence Akoli fighting 6 times in 2 years. See the difference? No wonder those PBC cats are getting frustrated. It's crazy, yo. Leon Figures up in the building. Yes. Akoli and Stewart is a good combination. Good link up. No Mayer rematch for Baumgardner for a few fights. I don't think Baumgardner is in any type of rush to rematch Mayer. For obvious reasons. Mayer's a handful. Personally, I had Mayer winning that fight. So, that's a tough fight. In my humble opinion. Okay. So what's this? The 30-year-old has been working with Shane McGuigan since May 2019. The pair combined for a 6-fight winning run, which gleaned Akoli's world title via a 6-round KO of Krzysztof Glowacki in March 2021. Okay. But Akoli, 18-0, has not boxed since outpointing Michael Chislak a year ago this month, and has spent time in Dubai and America. He's also endured a public war of words with former promoter Eddie Hearn, but he has now confirmed a deal with Sky Sports and Boxer. Hearn still believes Akoli owes him one more fight to Matchroom, with the respective legal teams working out the details. It's interesting. And now the unbeaten champ has a big change in the corner, in his corner, with the addition of Sugar Hill Stewart, who is now being confirmed as his new trainer. Okay. Yeah, Stewart is well known to British fight fans as a result of his work with heavyweight champion Tyson Fury, as well as hot prospect Olympic bronze medalist, I think silver, was he silver? I think he was silver medalist, Ben Whittaker. Okay. The Crunkman also becomes the fourth trainer of a Coley in 5 years. Okay. Following spells with Brian O'Shaughnessy, Barry Robinson, and Shane McGuigan. Okay. So that's a Coley. Be like a traveler traveling around. Be like a traveler traveling around. Young figures had Baumgardner shading it. Well, yeah, I can understand. I could understand that. Whew. Okay, folks. I think we made it. Looks like we made it. Is that how the song goes? Are those the lyrics? Or did I just make that up? Did I just make up a song out of nothing? Nothing? You know what I mean? Quite possibly. But I think we've talked about everything we came to talk about. So I'm going to have to call that mission accomplished. PBC Showtime, they're up in flux. What's going to happen? It's looking very, very Slim Shady, Al Heyman, and the PBC. Are the chickens coming home to roost? What else did we talk about? Talk about Joe Joyce fighting Zilly Zhang. Or is that sometime in April? Amanda Serrano, Undisputed. Alicia Baumgardner, Undisputed. Although I don't know how she became undisputed if her opponent's last fight was a loss. Or was that maybe some vacant belt was up for grabs, perhaps? Seems that way. Talked about a whole bunch of things. Then we finished off with Anthony Joshua. Fight confirmed April the 1st against Jermaine Franklin. Good style matchup. Franklin's a good boxer. I'm very much looking forward to it. Oh, I almost forgot. Yeah, we did have a session of slating the zone. The zone has gone up to £19.99 per month. OMG. It's a madness. Goldie might stop hugging so much now as with the new trainer. Well, yeah. I mean, he was doing so well. Under Shane. And then he had a relapse. He was boxing, moving around, using the jab nicely, and then he had a relapse and went back to the hugging. I don't know. It's almost like somebody set his preset button. Activate presets. He went back to the hugging. It's crazy, yo. I was Fuzzy was here up in the building. I ain't seen Fuzzy in a hot minute. Good to have you up in here. I think Al Heyman will pull a deal out of the bag. Possibly an app. After skirting, side skirting the zone. Yeah, probably an app. Oh, slating the zone. I get you. Yeah. Probably gonna be on an app. Oh, the champ was in recess with an injury, so the title was on the line for Undisputed. Gotcha. $9.99 for the zone if you commit to 12 months. Oh, commit to 12 months, $9.99. So it goes up from $7.99 to $9.99. Food for thought. OMG, Rafi's got a broadcast. So what choice? What choice does the Rafi got? You know, they think we got money coming out of our ass, our respective asses. Fuzzy is here. Okay, you know what? I think I've done talk about everything I came to talk about. Now the Rafi feeling drowsy. 11:15. You know, I think it's time for my hot chocolate. So we did it. We done it. It's been done. Check out the video. Latest video I just dropped today. Confirming Joshua versus Franklin. I don't know if Fuzzy's already checked it out because he hit the like button on it and left a comment. So that's great stuff. Okay. Much appreciation to everybody who took time out of your day to come and chill over here on a Monday evening, afternoon, or night, depending upon your location. Depending on your location. It's been a good one. And now Rafi's feeling drowsy. So thanks for your attendance. Thanks all for your attendance and participation. But that's it for now. I drop another live or video or some kind of product. Later on in the week. But for now, it's the Raphael Dawkins, it's the Combat Radio. It's the like, it's the subscribe, it's the comments, it's the shares. And it is the hitting the bell icon in order to stay updated with news and notifications. And don't forget about the live show. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. It's Raphael Dawkins, Combat Radio. We're out. Blessed.